One day, my English class began reading a new book. As you do, we began reading a book called Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. I wasn't expecting much from the book, but now that I finally finished reading this timeless piece of literature, I can now say this book was fudging, no exaggeration, one of the worst piles of paper I have ever read. Nom 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 nom. I have read a lot of terrible books. For example, Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. I don't think 10-year-old male weeby should be reading a book about a coming-of-age story of a teenage girl. It wasn't my choice. My mom makes me read any book she finds from a clown in the sewer. But Great Expectations was worse than Ayatagmeme. I am tired of seeing good reviews for it. Our English class unanimously decided this was a terrible book. Then my teacher made me write an essay on it. I got like an 80, which actually wasn't that bad. I was expecting like a 70. That's more of a positive. But you know a bad part of the book? The freaking main character. His name is Pip, and I hated him on every step of the Great Expectations journey. His story is supposed to be he began as a nice person and turned into a jerk and then into a nice person again. So let's start from the first stage. He was introduced as a nice dude, but he was also introduced as a flippin' 6-year-old. I hate 6-year-olds, or any children for that matter. I don't care if he's nice. Little children are annoying little goblin men. And to top the Sunday of doo-doo character, he's also a stupid idiot. That's not like my opinion. The book wants you to know he's a freaking little extra chromosome dropped in the head at birth baby. He thought his dead mom's name was the word also. It's the equivalent of a toddler walking up to me and telling me that unicorns are real. No, it's not. You stupid idiot. You're lucky you're in a book, Pip Gargery. Okay, second stage. He became rich and now he's a jerk because rich people are jerks. I hate him here because he's a jerk. Next stage. It's Pip's redemption arc time. His adoptive dad reminds him to be good. His adoptive dad who can be argued to be a child predator. More on that later. You know, like when you have a roommate and they're not like a terrible roommate or anything, you just hate them because you spend too much time with them? That's my feelings on Pip right now. We are on like month 2 of reading this book. I am so tired of the word Pip and gentleman. I have heard gentleman 10 times more than I need to hear in a lifetime. By the end, I have lost all care or even a hint of love for any of these characters. I am a man stranded on an island too long that I don't expect to be rescued anymore. And there is like 20 characters to remember, and I hate all of them. Except maybe Agent P, but that's because he barely appeared for the whole book. I know Dickens wanted to show the problem in social class or whatever, but if your characters suck because of it, the message I'm gonna get is that Charles Dickens sucks at writing a story. You know what? I have more beef with Pip. Pip has this crush on a snobby, poo-poo face of a jerk named Estella. Pip meets her one day as a child and she makes him cry. Truly a Romeo and Juliet story of the 19th century. Estella is a literal menace to society and Pip is just heads over heels for her. And Estella knows she's a horrible person and keeps telling Pip to stop talking to her. But that just gets Pip even more interested. Just stop it, Pip. You have terrible wrists and your taste in women is even worse. Just be gay at this point. What I just said will make sense later. I'm not done yet. You know how I pointed out Pip's adoptive father was a child predator? That was kind of an exaggeration, but hear me out. Joe, Pip's adoptive father, marries Biddy. Biddy is Pip's childhood friend. Do you know how messed up it is and how we had to read this as a class? Let's say one day you decide to visit your hometown, meet your family and stuff. But you come home to see your dad is hooking up with your childhood best friend. And they have a kid who they name after you. Because that's what Joe did. He named his kid Pip. Why would you do that? But two of them have like a 30-year gap difference. Okay, but I have to admit, there is one good part about the book. There's a character called Herbert, and he purely exists to be Pip's friend, and come whenever the plot asks for it. Pip and Herbert have the most gayest relationship ever since the invention of being gay. Just hear this quote Pip says, Herbert, I shall always need you because I shall always love you, but my need is no greater now than at any other time. Hello? There is no way I am the only one seeing this. And I wasn't. I did a little researching and I found out lots of people think the two are gay. But what I didn't find was a ship name for them. So, Herbert. Pip plus Herbert. It does sound a lot like another word, but that has nothing to do with this and is not a description about Pip. And you know what? I ship them. I like to see them together. Not that I would make fan art of it or anything, of course. Wait, one problem, guys. Herbert's married to some girl named Clara? Dang it! You know how hard it's gonna be to write fanfics about Herbert now? Okay, I've been blowing off steam for a while. People who watch this video would either have read the book or will read the book in English class. The best I can say is, just don't have any great expectations about it. It was bound to happen. I do not want to hear, or read, or write the word great expectations for the rest of my life.